I'm going to do a unboxing video today, which I've never done before. So I just got this in the mail today. This is the new reissue of the Polar Lights TOS Enterprise. You can see they changed the box work, the artwork around on it. It's really nice. Polar Lights will start selling some of this stuff for posters. This is the reissue with the smoothie saucer, so it doesn't have the lines in it. And updated paint guide. There's the back. Just tells you a little bit about it. Comes with the it comes with the shuttlecraft, detailed bridge, and all that. Probably not too much else has changed other than the sauce and the paint, but I have never built a 1/350 TOS Enterprise. I'm looking really forward to getting started on it. I've only built 2 small ones. I've usually only built the refit ever since I was a kid. That was always it was a ship I grew up with. This was when I built the most. I'm in the middle of buying a bunch of supplies for this. I already have a phaser and torpedo board from Tennis Controls, and we're working on doing a little bit of updates on the nacelle buzzards for that to give it a little bit more of a look like the Smithsonian does. Ooh. They give you this nice little chart here. Listed along here is a color guide. Enterprise gray, exterior accents, neck accents, interior turbo lift green, pilot gray, medium gray, pewter metallic, transparent red, green, what you need for the lights. It tells you where everything goes. So that's a pretty nice little guide. So you can use this when you're mixing your own paints to try to match up best you can. As most of you know, the Enterprise isn't actually gray, it's kind of a greenish gray. Like everything, lighting changes the color of anything drastically. Like the Enterprise B and Voyager are blue, but they always look gray on TV. I say B or D, I meant D if I didn't. And then on the top, oh, interesting. On the top, the other clear parts for all the windows, the nacelle caps here, along with the Christmas tree lights that go inside the buzzer nacelle. I don't know how this was on the original, but it looks like they color coded all the parts. These parts are dark gray, just like they are on the ship. These are the details for the pylons, the impulse engine, the back of the warp engines, dark gray. You have the deflector dish, which is painted bronze. Display base. And the rest of the ship is painted the grayish green already. So here you have parts of the shuttle bay, the bridge, very nicely detailed. The windows seem to be nicely done. And the rest, more parts of the ship, you got the bridge there. I never realized up until recently that the bridge is offset by 30 degrees in the ship. I noticed that the turbo lift is behind in the back of the bridge, but in the set, on the filming set, it's off to the right, which means the bridge is actually 30 degrees facing to the left. So I'll probably keep that way, offset it. I've seen a lot of models built with the bridge facing completely forward and the turbo lift off to the side, so I'll put it where it belongs. Here you have the warp engines. These things are heavy. The engineering hall. Again, the windows seem to be very crisp and clean. Everything looks pretty nice on it. And then you have the saucer. On the bottom, the top of it, nice and smooth. They have the engravings back here for those two decals there. Got the engravings there and there. There and there. Instruction manual. And the decals. Gotta open that up. I'll probably make a scan of these and make some masks so I can do a lot of spray painting. Probably for the shuttle bay here. You got the registry, warp engines, the footage on it. So those are pretty nice. A little dented here. I never seem to ever get a nice clean decal set. But that's pretty much it. I'll take a couple of these out of the bag here. There you have the top. You can see the engraving there for the back detail. Nice and smooth. And you have the inside of the bottom, which probably hasn't changed much. I've seen on other builds all this build up here. I guess you'll put your LED tape in there and here to make everything, to get all the windows. I guess that's good for light blocking, or you know, not bleeding into other sections. You have your nav sections here, and then your nav lights there and your strobes there. If you're familiar with Ralph's TOS board for his navigation, his are off and then blink. I'm going to have mine set to the Raiders and the Smithsonian, so the nav lights will be on and they blink off for a second and turn back on. So that's how mine will work. You got the engineering section. I mean, they really put a lot of stuff on the inside, which, like, the refit is just pretty basic, and it's more of a complex ship. Big old piece of leftover plastic there. So there you have the engineering hall. Other than that, not too much more to see. This thing is so heavy. I don't remember the refit being this heavy. The plastic's pretty thick. But and you got the warp engines. Again, it's a crazy amount of detailed plastic on the inside, probably for, you know, where the struts go into the pylons. I'm going to keep mine pretty traditional to the TV show, so I won't be lighting the warp engines. I'm not even going to light, I don't think I'm even going to light the impulse engines. I think I'm going to leave them off, just like it is in the TV show, because they were never red. Where are they at? Oh, let's open this up. So they probably, you know, color coded this to make it easy for beginner modelists, which is perfectly fine. I will, of course, primer and paint over everything. But you can see how it looks there. And then you got your dark grays. Your dark gray sections here. There's your impulse engines. Again, I'm probably just going to cover the inside, or I don't think I'm going to make them red. I think I'll keep it just like the way the ship is on the show. And I probably won't be using these since I'm using Ralph's boards, so those probably won't get used. Some nice detail. Everything's really nice and clean. There won't be a lot of sanding on these parts anyways. On the engineering hall, it looks like it's kind of the worst. There's some markings on the top of the saucer, but that'll all get sanded and primered. It won't show. But that's really about it. I look forward to working on this here soon. I'll probably start in January. You can buy a lighting kit from Polar Lights, and you can also buy the accessory kit, which will allow you to do the Pilot 1 and Pilot 2 ship, because they are slightly different with their warp engines, and the bridge is different too on them. That's a little bit bulkier, taller, I think. Other than that, that's it. If you want to see anything in detail, let me know. I'll take pictures of it, put it on the site. So I hope you enjoyed looking at this, and see you later. Thanks.